I think from our perspective, one of the key benefits of this has been the independent voice, is having someone different go into a club. I think there's a reluctance at times for clubs to come and seek support from us. I think they feel that if they tell us where they're at risk, that there'll be a judgment from us, which is obviously not the case. If you look at the age debtor list of most leagues around Victoria, I think a fair percentage of that is made up by clubs who are struggling for a variety of reasons too. It's not the same one reason at any club, but one of the things we've identified is club development. I think that's one of the key pillars that AFL Victoria have really spoken around and supporting. I think the pressure on volunteers, both financially and from a time perspective, continues to continue to get harder each year. And we think the first stage in that audit gives a really clear picture of where clubs are and where they begin. And then it starts to paint that picture about what's next.
Once you've had the session with your whole football club or netball club and get as many to it as you can, they walk away and they've only got one job to do. They breathe a sigh of relief and they explain it to everybody else, and you have people come to you and say, I'm happy to do A or B. I can't give you the whole season, because the old structure, committee used to be hard working, but that's the key, just to get them up, get them motivated. Once they walk away, you'll walk taller, you'll go and have a beer together at the end of it and go, I didn't think it was going to be this easy.
I think the biggest thing is just I've got some tools at my disposal now that I didn't have, that I didn't even know existed. There's a lot around structure. I mean, I really took a lot away from that and been digging into that pretty deeply over the last week, and around the revenue model. They're the big ones for me. I know that I probably walked away from that meeting going, okay, I've got a handle on everything now. Now I just need to sit over the top of this and make sure people are doing what they're in there to do.
We've been in the same old for so long, taking what's happened in the past, and we haven't changed with the times. And I spoke to a few afterwards, and few you've been to, like the boys from Upway and Clint from King Lake. They're chalk and cheese, but they both said to me that the benefits they got out of it's been fantastic. And what we're trying to do is encourage people. There are really good people out there, but they need help, and there's only so much we can do. As you said, we focus on a lot of different things, but sustainability of clubs is vital.
The feedback from all the clubs is the same, the value that they get out of it. I think no matter where you are, whether you are a Premier club or a club at the bottom end of Division 2, at its soul, I think all clubs have the same problems. The feedback we've had, particularly from King Lake, Upway, etc., is it's starting to generate people. Wirry Alex the same. It's generating people to be part of the club, to join the committee, to actually find a role. I think that role of president or secretary or treasurer often scares people off. But what we're seeing now is people putting their hand up, whether it be doing social committee sort of work, joining the canteen, even just looking at sponsorship. But we're actually starting to see new, fresh voices in our clubs.
My view is, and I'm a big advocate of it, if you get one piece of gold out of any idea, and it actually helps you, be more sustainable, and look, it's a mandate, and that's what our commitment is.
What's been really pleasing for us is, Terry's been able to go the extra mile with a couple of our clubs, one in particular that has been at risk, and he's gone far and beyond what we would expect providing that service to us, and has really supported the club in trying to get back on track. So from our end, I think it's that framework to start with, and then what does it actually look like? What are the actions that you then take forward, and actually some viable, feasible things that the clubs can actually implement to not only draw revenue, but to start to decrease the pressure on volunteers.